Do you ever think about the fact that we live in a society that instead of teaching you how to treat a root cause, they instead manipulate you into feeling like you have to cover up a symptom of that root cause? Think about it. Makeup, Botox, dyeing your hair, filling in your eyebrows, weight loss injections, whatever it is. Those are all symptoms. None of those are root causes. Treat the root cause instead of covering up the symptom. Let me give you an example. We went to the rodeo and I shared that we had donuts and we had fresh dipped corn dogs, and it was so delicious, and I felt no guilt around it. I have no guilt associated with food. I view food more as like fuel or not fuel. It's very like black and white for me. And obviously those things are not fuel. They're treats, they're indulgences, they are sugar, they're, seed oils, they're fake, they're dead gluten, those sorts of things. And I just wanted to show you my face today because it is very clearly telling me you put toxins in this body and we now need to detox those toxins. I think that sometimes we see these different things happening, whether it be breaking out, or maybe it's stinky armpits, or maybe it's shriveled up lips, or maybe it's hair breaking, where we treat the symptom. Those are all symptoms of something. They're not in itself a problem. They're a repercussion of a problem happening in our bodies. For instance, breakouts. My breakouts right now are stemming from my body needing to detox an issue in my body. That issue being I fed it crap. Now it's getting rid of the crap. Or another one that you see a lot is, people will complain about thinning eyebrows. They'll go get eyebrow tattoos or they'll get their eyebrows done. And they're like, man, why are my eyebrows so thin? And it's usually because you have a bad thyroid. You need to address the thyroid problem. You need to regulate your hormones. You have a hormonal imbalance. It's not talked about enough that we live in a society that does these things to make symptoms a facade, to cover up symptoms. And I'm not speaking about this like ill-intended. I just think it's not well known that all of these things that we're doing, whether it be makeup, whether it be injections, whether it be deodorant, whether it be filling in our eyebrows, those are all a mask for poor health, whether that be temporary poor health or longevity poor health. Those are all a mask for signs of poor health. And instead, when we treat the root cause, when we treat the health concern, we inadvertently will get rid of those symptoms. And I think that simplifying it can make it make a lot of sense in our brain. And this wasn't something that I really conceptualized until more recently, and it changed my life. So yes, I do have some breakouts. No, I'm not gonna go on Accutane. I don't have Accutane. I'm not gonna go out and buy Accutane. I'm not gonna do any of these, crazy things to try to get rid of these breakouts. I'm gonna let my body detox. I'm gonna sweat extra to let my pores detox. I'm gonna shower off that sweat, not let my body soak it back in. And I'm gonna understand, hey, my body's detoxing, and not try to treat the symptom, but be more intentional with treating the root cause. I'm gonna take my beef liver, I'm gonna eat better food, I'm gonna drink a lot of water, and I'm gonna get sweaty so that I can get through this quickly.